So welcome to the next session of op-amp with the negative feedback. In this session we are going to discuss about input resistance with feedback, so as well as output resistance and the bandwidth. So let us consider the circuit diagram of a non-inverting op-amp having feedback. Okay, as shown in the circuit diagram, so here V1 is the non-inverting input, V2 is the inverting input, VID is the differential input, and VID is V1 minus V2. Okay, so therefore let us define the input resistance with feedback by the term or by using the notation RIF. So we shall use RIF, that is input resistance with feedback. Okay, and the other one RI, this represents the input resistance of the op amp in open loop. Okay. So therefore, by looking at the configuration here, okay, so RIF, input resistance with feedback, so can be defined as the ratio of V in by I in. Okay. So we will define the input resistance with feedback RIF as the ratio between input voltage V in by I in. Okay. But I in, see in the circuit diagram, I in is nothing but VID by RI. So here you can just observe the input resistance of this operational amplifier, specific to operational amplifier, is RI. Okay, so therefore this I in is nothing but the ratio of VID by RI. Okay. So I in is nothing but VID by RI. So this can be further written as RIF is equal to RI into VIN by VID. Okay, so let us take this as equation 1. But what is this VID? Okay, so VID is nothing but V0 by A. This is because V0 is equal to A into V1 minus V2. V1 minus V2 is nothing but VD. Okay, and also we know that this V0 is nothing but A divided by 1 plus AB into V in. So this is the relation existing between V0 and V in, as well as open loop gain A and the feedback B. Okay, so now by including this, so RIF can be now rewritten as, so RIF is equal to RI into, so let us keep V in as it is, but for VID we will substitute V0 by A. So this is V0 by A. Yeah. Therefore this gives A into RI, V in by V0, V in by V0. Okay, so we already know that V0 is equal to A by 1 plus AB is V in. Okay, so from this it is possible to write what? V0 by V in is nothing but A divided by 1 plus AB. Okay, but what we have here, V in by V0. Okay, so V in by V0 is nothing but, just take the reciprocal 1 plus AB by A. 1 plus AB by A. Okay. So therefore, input resistance with feedback RIF is nothing but A into RI into 1 plus AB by A. Okay. So here AA gets cancelled. So therefore, we have the final expression RIF is equal to RI into 1 plus AB. Okay. So this is what is the relation between input resistance with the feedback and the input resistance without feedback. So RIF is equal to RI times of 1 plus AB. So it shows that by connecting the feedback, the input resistance is increased. Okay, so by a factor 1 plus AB. So to derive RIF, what are the ratios we have taken? RIF is defined as first V in by I in. Okay, so V in by I in. But I in, it is now decided by what? The differential input VID by RI. So therefore, RIF is RI into V in by VD. So gradually we have substituted for VID also, that is equal to V naught by A. And we know the relation between V naught and V in with the gains. So including this now with a simple steps of simplification. So RIF is equal to RI times of 1 plus AB, and it shows that with feedback the input resistance of the non-inverting amplifier is increased by an amount equal to 1 plus AB. Okay. So let us take the next calculation, that is output resistance with feedback. So all these are we are doing with respect to the non-inverting amplifier, which is in voltage series feedback configuration. Okay. So output resistance is now determined by looking back into the feedback amplifier from the output terminal. Okay, so even in the previous feedback module also we have discussed what is the procedure to find output resistance. So there we have taken what? To find output resistance, make Vs is equal to 0, that is input source Vs equal to 0, and apply a test voltage, and then we have written a reduced circuit, and finally we have derived V naught, R naught. Okay, so here with respect to this op-amp circuit also the procedure is same. So here output resistance is nothing but the resistance which is determined by looking back into the feedback amplifier from the output terminal. Okay, so to find this output resistance with the feedback, okay, so output resistance with feedback is indicated by ROF. Okay, so to find this ROF, V in will be set equal to 0. V in will be set equal to 0, and an external voltage V naught, external voltage, or you can assume that it is the test voltage V naught is applied. V naught is applied, and the resulting current I naught is calculated. Resulting current I naught is calculated. Okay, so therefore let us define that output resistance with feedback is nothing but what then? It is V naught. So here we have this V naught applied. You can imagine like a test signal it is. So because of V naught, the current is I naught. But here what we see is the current at N point, the point N, it is split into IA and IB. But here, because of a very large resistance offered by the combination of this RI and R1 and RF. Okay, so what is actually the combination of resistance here? RI is in parallel with okay R1 plus RF. Okay, so but this R1 RF resistance is very much greater. Okay, so this value, this resistance is very much greater than R0. So therefore here IA is itself I0. IA is almost equal to I0 only. So therefore here we consider that ROF is nothing but simply V naught by I naught, V naught by I naught, and this is equation 1. Now we will apply the KVL to the output loop equation. So here we find V naught, and then current is flowing through R naught I naught, and then we have the source A into VID. So therefore the KVL will give V naught minus R naught into I naught minus A into VID will be equal to 0, or R naught into I naught will be equal to V naught minus A into VID, or we need only the output current equation. I naught will be equal to V naught minus A into VID by R naught. Take it as equation 2. Okay. So, but we know that this VID. Okay, so VID is nothing but the difference between the two inputs, V1 minus V2. But here, what is this V1? V1 is nothing but V in, and V in we have set equal to 0. Okay, so therefore VID is simply minus V2. But what is V2? V2 is nothing but the feedback voltage. So just observe in the circuit diagram, V2 is nothing but the feedback voltage Vf here. So it is possible to now write that VID is simply equal to minus Vf. Okay, but what is Vf? Vf is equal to R1 divided by R1 plus Rf times of V naught. Okay, but R1 by R1 Rf, this is nothing but beta into V naught. Okay, so therefore now VID is simply equal to minus B into V naught. Okay, so therefore we will substitute this VID in the I naught equation, that is equation 2. So therefore I naught is equal to V naught minus A into minus B V naught divided by R naught. Okay, so I naught is equal to V naught plus AB V naught by R naught, or here we can take this V naught as a common factor, 1 plus AB by R naught. So once I naught equation is there, okay, so now we will go back to our ROF, okay, ROF equation. So how did we define this ROF? ROF is nothing but V naught by I naught. Okay, so V naught by I naught. So I naught is available from equation 3. So now we will substitute to get the final output resistance. Okay, so therefore ROF is equal to V naught divided by this V naught into 1 plus AB by R naught. So simplification will give ROF equal to R naught by 1 plus AB. Okay, so this is what is the output resistance with feedback. Okay, so therefore equation 4 indicates that output resistance with feedback will be reduced. Okay, so because R naught is divided by 1 plus AB, or you can say that output resistance is reduced by a factor 1 by 1 plus AB. Okay, so whereas the input resistance in presence of feedback is increased, the ROF or output resistance will be reduced. Now let us take one more important parameter, that is bandwidth in presence of feedback. So we know that how bandwidth is defined. Bandwidth of an amplifier is nothing but the range of frequencies or a band of frequencies for which the gain remains constant. Okay, so I hope you remember this particular graph. If this is the gain and this is frequency, okay, so here we calculate what fh minus fl as the bandwidth. Okay, so the entire range of frequencies for which the gain remains constant will give us the bandwidth of the amplifier. Okay, so what is the unity gain bandwidth? So the bandwidth over which the gain is 1. So therefore, with respect to the operational amplifiers, the unity gain bandwidth is indicated by UGB. It is defined as UGB is equal to A into F naught. A into F naught. So A is nothing but open loop voltage gain and F naught is nothing but the break frequency of the op amp. So this break frequency is nothing but the frequency at which the gain is 3 dB down from its value at 0 Hertz. Okay, so F naught is nothing but the break frequency. It represents that frequency at which the gain is 3 dB less or 3 dB down from its value at 0 Hertz. Okay, so now for a single break frequency operational amplifier, its unity gain bandwidth UGB is defined as AF into FF. We will call it as a equation 2. Okay, so assume that this is for an operational amplifier. The unity gain bandwidth is defined as A into F naught. Whereas if you connect a feedback amplifier, okay, its unity gain bandwidth can be now in the same terms defined as AF into FF. Okay, so where AF is closed loop voltage gain and FF is nothing but bandwidth of the feedback. So equating equation 1 and 2, A into F naught is equal to AF into FF. Okay, so therefore FF, that is break frequency in presence of feedback, is equal to A into F naught divided by AF. We will take it as equation 3. Okay. So in case of non-inverting amplifier with feedback, we know that the condition is AF is equal to A divided by 1 plus AB. Okay, in case of non-inverting amplifier with feedback, the closed loop gain AF is given by AF equal to A by 1 plus AB. Now we will substitute that AF in this equation here. So therefore FF, that is the break frequency in case of feedback, is given by A into F naught divided by A by 1 plus AB. Okay, 1 plus AB. So the further simplification, you can see that the A term is going to cancel here and we have F naught into 1 plus AB. Okay, so this is the relation. We'll call it as equation 5. Okay, so the equation 5 here indicates that the bandwidth of a non-inverting amplifier with feedback FF is equal to bandwidth of the amplifier without feedback, that is F naught into 1 plus AB. Okay, so therefore FF is nothing but what? It is a bandwidth with feedback. F naught is bandwidth without feedback. Both are with respect to what? Non-inverting amplifier only. Okay, so therefore the meaning of equation 5 is bandwidth of non-inverting amplifier with feedback is equal to bandwidth of the amplifier without feedback times 1 plus AB. So therefore the negative feedback, okay, so whatever it's been connected, it has increased the bandwidth, or you can say that the effect of feedback in case of non-inverting amplifier is to increase the frequency by an amount 1 plus AB. If there were no feedback, the bandwidth was only F naught. Okay, so because of connecting a negative feedback, bandwidth is enlarged to f naught into 1 plus AB. So therefore, the main features of this non-inverting amplifier with feedback are the negative feedback, okay, gain is reduced. See, these are the things. So here we have in equation 4, by connecting the feedback, okay, the gain that is obtained, which is called as closed loop gain, is reduced because A is divided by 1 plus AB term. What is A? A is nothing but the gain of an open loop amplifier. Okay, so that open loop amplifier gain A is now divided or reduced by a factor 1 plus AB. Okay, so here we can write the summary with negative feedback. Okay, so what we have seen is AF is reduced by an amount 1 plus AB. At the same time, the input resistance is nothing but Rin. Okay, it is increased by an amount 1 plus AB. And also, what is ROF? Okay, so of course it is RAF here. Okay, so ROF is R naught divided by 1 plus AB. And similarly, the last one, coming to the bandwidth, that is, in presence of feedback, we have F naught, okay, F naught multiplied by 1 plus AB, okay. So this is what is the summary of the discussion with respect to non-inverting operational amplifier with feedback. Okay, so gain is reduced by 1 plus AB, input resistance is increased by a factor 1 plus AB. Again, the output resistance is reduced by 1 plus AB, and the bandwidth is again increased by a factor 1 plus AB. Okay, so the effect of negative feedback is to increase the input resistance and increase the bandwidth and decrease the gain as well as decrease the output resistance. Okay, so with this discussion we come to the end of the non-inverting operational amplifier with feedback.